What if I told you, if you built half of a commander deck every day for an entire month, in the end, you won't have a little over 15 decks. You'll actually have more than 200 commander decks to play. I'm Ancestral, and welcome to Dollar Commander's Moxtober Deck Brewing Challenge. I have a problem. I like brewing decks. Well, that's not the problem, but what is it takes too much time and money that I easily get discouraged. With Wizards pushing out so many new commanders each year, by the time I've built a new deck, I often get tired of it and end up just taking it apart and starting all over with another commander. But the good news is I may have found a decent way to save time, save money, and save myself from boredom. And I think I have this thing called Moxtober to thank for it. Wait, what is Moxtober? Moxtober is a month-long Magic the Gathering creative event, beginning October 1st. Each day has a word prompt, and you create something from it thematically. Maybe you've heard of Inktober before? It's just like that, but for Magic, and it's not limited to just drawings. It could be creating fan fiction, writing strategy articles, designing custom cards, or even brewing commander decks. Okay, makes sense. Build a deck each day based on the prompt. You could take on the 31 deck challenge if you wanted. You could brew 31 monocolored white decks if you were crazy enough. But no, I'm far too lazy for that. Sure, I'll try to put in a little work each day, but only if I'm allowed to put in like 40% of the effort. Right, how can I possibly accomplish this, you're asking? Well, have you played Jumpstart? Not to be confused with the Is It card mechanic of the same name. It's that product Wizards created back in 2020 that happens to be one of the best ways to quickly start playing Magic with your friends. Each person opens 2 packs of cards, shuffles them together, and then you're ready to go. With themed boosters like dogs, pirates, milling, even tree hugging, mixing and matching them makes for unpredictable, yet very fun gameplay. And it's actually become wildly successful. Fast forward to 2022, Wizards released Commander Legends Battle for Baldur's Gate. One of the signature mechanics in the set is background. Certain commanders can be paired with a background in the command zone. When cast and put onto the battlefield, the backgrounds extend your commander's abilities. So why not apply Jumpstart to Commander? We might even call it Jumpstart Commander. Build a 50-card commander deck, build a 50-card background deck, mash them together, and let's get rolling. Except there might be a small problem. Commander is a singleton format. If I have 2 Eternal Witnesses in my 100-card deck, my opponents will be disappointed in me, to say the least, and I'll likely be labeled a cheater. Yet, Commander is a format that has plenty of staples that are found in nearly every deck. Command Tower, Sol Ring, Evolving Wilds, just to name a few. It would be a dire shame if I couldn't run them. If I'm building half a deck, how can I guarantee the shuffle and play functionality without encountering duplicates? Well, I have an answer for that. Introducing the Every Board. The Every Board contains the cards we would want in almost any deck, regardless of the colors and the commander's identity. These 20 cards are lands and artifacts that can work well in virtually any archetype. Before the game, take the 20 cards from the Every Board and shuffle them along with the other 2 parts to form the entire deck. So, 20 cards in the Every Board, that leaves 80 cards. Split that in half, that's 40 cards for the commander and 40 for the background. Maybe I'm in the mood for Safana Dungeon Delver. On the other hand, maybe I'd find Safana Street Urchin to be more enjoyable. Whatever I decide, perhaps totally randomly, Shuffle these along with the every board, and we've got a new and different deck to play with at the table. So that's the plan. 40 card half decks every day. And in the end, I should have roughly 200 different decks. Except I'll be saving maybe 89% of the theoretical cost. Sound interesting? Hey, feel free to play along too. So today, basically day 0, I'm working on the every board. Here's what I've come up with. Half artifacts, half lands. About half are mana rocks, a couple are equipment, plus land ramp and graveyard hate. If you want to take this on yourself, feel free to remove any you don't have or slot in upgrades for more powerful cards that you'd prefer to run. The only rule here is that the cards need to be good in any color identity, can work well in almost any archetype, and can't be featured in any of the future decks. Perhaps the best way to think of this is look at the decks you already have and figure out what cards are in common. Those cards probably belong in your every board. Here's the Moxtober schedule. Each day, I'll try to brew a half deck that has to do with the theme of the day. What do you think of this challenge? Is it too crazy? Will my deck sing or simply suck? Leave your comments below. Find me in the r/budgetbrews and on the Discord server, and I'll see you in the next video.